Top nervous system tricks for seniors over 60 to prevent stroke naturally. Have you ever felt a light wave of dizziness and brushed it off as fatigue? Have you woken up at night with your heart beating a little harder than usual and told yourself it is just aged? Have you heard someone say a stroke came out of nowhere and quietly hoped it would never happen to you? If any of that feels familiar, you are not alone. And you are not at fault. Aging is not the problem. Silence is. Misunderstanding is. Lack of guidance is. I am a doctor and a health counselor who has spent years standing beside older adults across America. I see people who still want to wake up clear-minded, steady on their feet, and confident in their bodies. People who want to enjoy morning coffee without fear. People who want to walk into their grandchildren's birthdays with a strong heart and a steady smile. Here in the United States, stroke does not strike at random. According to national health data, adults over 60 make up most cases. And yet, almost every story begins with the same line. I never saw it coming. But in reality, the body always whispers before it ever screams. We are taught to watch our cholesterol, our blood pressure, our prescriptions. But almost no one tells us to support the command center of all those numbers. The nervous system. The network that controls calm, circulation, and balance. Now here is the encouraging part. What I am about to share is not a pill. Not a workout routine. Not expensive equipment. It is a set of simple, gentle practices that work with your body, not against it. Techniques trusted in both traditional Japanese longevity practice and modern neuroscience. Movements that take only seconds a day, yet remind your body how to protect itself. You are not losing strength. Your body simply needs help remembering how powerful it once was. And it still is. Stay with me to the end, because I will share one insight that most doctors never mention. And it can change the way you protect your brain and your heart starting tonight. If you are ready to support your health, give this video a like, subscribe for more guidance, and share a comment saying I am ready for a stronger tomorrow. Now take a deep breath. Let us begin with the first technique. A 10-second practice that can reset the nervous system and calm the body from the inside out. 1. Why stroke risk quietly rises after 60. As we move through the later stage of life, something subtle happens inside the body. It is not dramatic. It does not announce itself. It is a slow shift in how our blood vessels and our nervous system respond to daily stress and pressure. Blood vessels that were once flexible begin to stiffen. They do not relax as easily. When stress rises or emotions hit, the pressure inside climbs faster than it used to. According to the American Heart Association, vascular stiffness is one of the most significant predictors of stroke in older adults in the United States. This change builds quietly, year after year. Then there is the vagus nerve. It helps regulate heart rhythm, blood pressure, and emotional calm. Over decades of living, caring for others, pushing through challenges, and holding stress inside, this nerve grows tired. When it is tired, the body stays tense longer. Heart rate rises faster. Pressure builds more easily. The baroreceptors, tiny pressure sensors in the neck, also lose efficiency with age and long-term tension. In younger years, they react quickly to changes in blood pressure. With time, their response slows. The body becomes just a little slower at protecting itself from sudden pressure shifts. Think of an older electrical system in a house. It still works, but the wires do not handle surges like they once did. That is the body now. Still strong, still capable, but more sensitive to sudden strain. The CDC reports that stroke remains one of the leading causes of disability in older adults in the United States, and many people recall subtle warning signs long before it happened. Light dizziness. Neck tension. Moments where the heart felt too fast. Not emergency signals. Just quiet signs the system needed support. Here is the encouraging part. These changes are not a sentence. They are signals. And the body can respond. With simple daily practices, we can train the nervous system to calm again. We can help the blood vessels relax. We can remind the body how to self-regulate. And we will do that together in the next section. Slowly, gently, step by step. Take one slow breath in and one slow breath out. That calm you feel for a moment. That is the door we are about to open wider. 2. The science behind calm and protection. Inside the body, there is a switch that decides whether we feel safe, steady and grounded, or tense, pressured and on edge. That switch is the vagus nerve. When it is working well, the body enters a healing mode called the parasympathetic state. Heart rate steadies. Blood pressure settles. The mind clears. Muscles soften. The brain receives steady, gentle blood flow instead of sudden pressure surges. Harvard research has shown that strong vagus activity lowers cardiovascular risk and improves emotional strength. The Cleveland Clinic emphasizes that vagus function is a key indicator of long-term nervous system health. Meanwhile, studies from the National Institutes of Health continue to highlight the importance of nitric oxide, a natural molecule that widens blood vessels and supports healthy circulation in the brain. When these systems weaken, stress lasts longer, thinking feels heavier, and the body reacts harder to small triggers. Many older adults describe this experience as feeling tense, even when nothing stressful is happening. For years, many of us have been told to simply relax. But relaxation is not a mood. It is a biological state. It must be trained and supported, just like muscle or memory. Life has asked you to stay strong, hold emotions, carry responsibility, and endure pressure. Over time, that drains the nervous system. That is not failure. That is human. Here is what science tells us. Calm can be rebuilt. Nervous system strength can return. Nitric oxide can increase. Circulation can improve. We do this through slow breathing, gentle sound, and mindful movement. These practices signal the vagus nerve. The body listens. Tension eases. Healing pathways open again. You do not need force. You need patience, presence, and small actions repeated day after day. One breath, one pause, one quiet moment telling the body it is safe. Take one slow inhale, release it softly. Feel that shift. That is the first step, and it is enough to begin. 3 early signals the nervous system is under strain. There are moments when the body tries to speak long before a crisis ever shows itself. These are not dramatic events. They are quiet nudges. Subtle shifts that many people dismiss as age or tiredness. Yet research from the American Heart Association and neurologists at major U.S. centers shows that these subtle signs often appear months before a stroke or serious circulation issue. You may notice brief dizziness when you stand or turn your head. A small wobble in balance that did not used to be there. A dull pressure at the back of the head at the end of the day. Nights where your heart suddenly kicks harder as you try to sleep. Shallow sleep that breaks in the early hours, leaving you staring at the ceiling. Sudden moments of irritability or anxiety that feel out of character. Or a moment where vision blurs for just a second. These are not random. They are messages from a nervous system working harder than it should. The Cleveland Clinic reports that sleep disturbance, dizziness, and unexplained spikes in heart sensation are among the earliest markers of autonomic stress. Many adults describe it as feeling like the body just does not reset as easily anymore. Do any of those signals feel familiar? If you recognize 2 or more, your body might be asking for support, not judgment or fear. Science gives us a clear path. Gentle breathing strengthens the vagus nerve. Relaxed neck rotation wakes the body pressure sensors. Quiet humming increases nitric oxide and blood flow to the brain. Simple actions. No force. No strain. Just signals of safety repeated until the body believes them again. So as you listen today, notice what your body has been telling you. Notice those small whispers. They are invitations to care, not signs to fear. The next step is learning how to answer them, calmly and consistently. Take a steady inhale, and a slow exhale. That is the beginning, and from here we build. 4. The first daily technique for nervous system reset. This first practice is simple, gentle, and remarkably powerful. It uses the tongue and the breath to calm the nervous system and steady the heart. Eastern longevity traditions have used this method for generations, and today research from places like Harvard supports it as a real tool for increasing vagus nerve activity. Here is the idea. When life builds pressure over the years, The body can stay tense even when you want to relax. You may feel a brief flutter in your chest, a moment of dizziness, or a restless mind when trying to sleep. That is not weakness. That is the nervous system asking for a reset. To begin, place the tip of your tongue softly against the roof of your mouth, right behind your front teeth. Inhale through your nose for a count of 5. Let the breath fill gently, not forcefully. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 7. Slow, steady, and quiet. Do this 5 times in the morning and 5 times at night. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that even short, controlled breathing sessions like this can help lower stress signals and support heart rhythm regulation. You do not need strength. You do not need equipment. You only need patience and consistency, which you already have. Try one breath now. In slowly, out gently. Feel how your body responds when you give it permission to soften. A few seconds. A steady rhythm. This is how we begin reminding the nervous system that calm is still possible, and control is still yours. 4.2. Humming therapy for calm and brain flow. The second practice uses sound, breath, and vibration. It is called humming, and it taps into a natural healing response in the body. When you breathe in through your nose and gently hum on the exhale, making a soft mim sound, you create a vibration in the chest and throat. That vibration stimulates the vagus nerve and increases nitric oxide, a molecule that widens blood vessels and improves blood flow to the brain. Research from Stanford and the National Institutes of Health shows that humming can raise nitric oxide levels significantly and support a better oxygen delivery to the brain. This is not just relaxation. It is a physiological shift that helps the nervous system settle and helps your thinking stay clear. Many older adults tell me they feel more anxious than they used to. Worry sits deeper. Thoughts race at night. Humming gives the body a way to unwind that pressure instead of holding it. Here is how to practice. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Then exhale while humming softly for as long as the breath lasts. Keep the shoulders loose. Keep the jaw relaxed. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds. It is simple, it is quiet, and it is surprisingly powerful. You may notice your chest soften, your breath deepen, your mind slow down just a bit. Have you ever wished your mind could pause for one calm moment? This is how you invite that pause. Studies in recent years show that breathing with sound helps regulate blood pressure and ease nightly stress. You do not need to get it perfect. You only need to show up for yourself for 1 minute. Try one breath now. In through the nose. Gentle hum on the way out. Feel the vibration. That is your nervous system remembering how to return to peace. One breath at a time. 4.3. Neck baroreceptor reset for balance and pressure control. This next practice focuses on the neck, where tiny pressure sensors help the body regulate blood flow and keep balance steady. Over time, tension in the neck and shoulders can restrict these sensors. That is why simple movements can feel harder and moments of light dizziness or ringing in the ears become more common. Research from major U.S. neurology centers shows that gentle neck mobility supports blood pressure stability and improves head and neck circulation. To practice, sit or stand with your spine tall. Inhale slowly. As you exhale, turn your head gently to one side. Move only to a comfortable point. Inhale again. Turn slowly to the other side on your next exhale. When you return to center, tuck your chin just slightly as you breathe again. Keep the shoulders soft. Keep the movement slow. This routine signals safety to the nervous system and reminds the baroreceptors how to respond. Do not rush. Do not swing the head quickly or tilt it far back. Quick movements strain the neck instead of helping it. The goal is ease, not effort. Many older adults tell me they feel tension build in the neck after years of stress and looking down at screens. You may feel the same. A gentle reset like this helps the body feel grounded again. Practice this for 30 to 60 seconds each morning and again in the afternoon. Notice if your breathing feels easier. Notice if standing up feels steadier. Have you ever wished your head felt clearer and your body more balanced? This is one of the simplest ways to start creating that shift. Relax the jaw. Breathe slow. Turn with patience. These few moments help the nervous system remember how to regulate pressure and support stability. Small movements. Big impact. Your body responds when you give it time and calm attention. 5. A gentle 30-day nervous system routine. This plan works because it builds calm step by step. The nervous system responds best to small, steady practice. Not force, not rushing. Just consistency and patience. For the first 2 weeks, focus on the tongue and breathing exercise. 5 slow breaths with the tongue resting at the roof of the mouth. Morning and evening. This begins to strengthen vagus tone and soften stress signals. Think of this as setting the foundation. Quiet, simple, steady. In the 3rd week, add humming for 30 to 60 seconds a day. A soft mim on the exhale. Gentle vibration through the chest and throat. This helps increase nitric oxide and improve blood flow to the brain. Many older adults say this step brings a little more peace and clearer thinking. In the 4th week, bring in the neck reset once a day. Slow turns side to side. A light chin tuck. Deep breathing. This supports the pressure sensors in the neck and encourages stability and balance. If you miss a day, do not worry. Begin again the next morning. The goal is not perfection. The goal is routine and kindness to your body. Every calm breath counts. Every small moment of awareness helps. You are not forcing change. You are teaching your nervous system to feel safe again. One simple practice at a time. 6 important safety reminders. These practices are gentle tools to support your nervous system, not replacements for medical care. Your medications, especially for blood pressure and heart health, remain essential unless your doctor guides you otherwise. Many respected U.S. heart specialists remind us that lifestyle techniques and medical treatment work best together, not in competition. Your health deserves both science and self-care. If you ever notice sudden weakness, slurred speech, trouble walking, or a severe headache, call 911 right away. In this country, fast action saves lives. The American Stroke Association notes that immediate emergency care can make the difference between recovery and long-term disability. When in doubt, you do not wait. You protect yourself. Think of these daily exercises as support, not a cure. They help your body stay calm. They help your brain receive steady blood flow. They help you feel more in control of your own balance and peace. But they do not replace your doctor, your medications, or medical testing. You deserve both modern medicine and mindful living. If you ever feel discouraged, remember this. You are adding strength, not chasing weakness. You are giving your body a chance to breathe, settle, and remember how to feel steady again. Every breath you take with intention is a step forward. Every calm moment you choose is a powerful act of care. Stay patient with yourself. Stay curious about your body. And when you need medical support, reach for it without hesitation. Your life matters. Your stability matters. You are doing the right thing by learning and practicing. This is how healing begins and how confidence returns. Life after 60 is not decline. It is a return to yourself. This is the stage where you take back your rhythm, your breath, and your peace. Your body is not giving up. It is waiting for your guidance. Real prevention is not about waiting for medicine. It is built in daily nervous system habits. One calm breath. One gentle practice. One moment of intention. That is how you protect your brain and your future. So do one technique right now. Just one. Then notice how you feel over the next 7 days. Pay attention to your sleep, your balance, your mood. Small steps create real change. If you are stepping into this journey, leave your age and your state in the comments so we can support each other across the country. And when you finish your first practice, type done to show you began. Share this video with one friend who deserves calm and strength in this chapter of life. And subscribe if you want to continue this 30-day path of rebuilding your nervous system and reclaiming control from the inside out.